Hi everyone, welcome back to Amazing Women's World. If you are watching for the first time, please hit the subscribe button to watch latest videos of fashions and trends. Also tap the bell button for future notifications so that you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Appreciated for subscribing. Hello friends, in this video I'll show you the making of this long blouse assembled with the designer collar, highlighting the neckline with the yoke, edging with the heavy border. Pair this type of long blouse with the ghagra, lehenga or the saris. Long blouses is very much trending now. This was the requested video of Fatima Hasina and wanna dedicate this video to her on the occasion of the Eid. I hope this video is useful to you all. So let's quickly start with the draft pattern. Supposing this side is on the folds of 2 with the 4 layers, and on the top mark the margin line and give the shoulder length measurements, which is 7.5 inches, along with the neck width of 3 inches. Mark the shoulder slope, this is optional. And from that point mark half of the armhole length, which is 6.5 inches, and on that point mark fourth part of the chest length, which is 9.5 inches, and 2 inches for the seaming allowance. Connect all the points by joining with the line. Mark the midpoint of the armhole length, which is 3/4 inches. Connect the midpoint of the armhole with the chest length, marking with the curved line like this. This is for the adult large size I am showing. Following the same pattern, marking your measurements you can create for any age groups. From the shoulder line, mark 15 inches, which would be the waist length. Also mark the hip length on 22 inches and also mark seaming allowance of 2 inches on the hemline. So mark on 24 inches. And fourth part of the waist length is 18.5 inches. Also mark the seaming allowance of 2 inches. And the fourth part of the hip length is 10 inches. Also mark the seaming allowance. Connect all the points by joining with the line. I'm using this hip curve. You can also draw it free-handedly if you don't have this. Now we'll locate the apex point. From the shoulder line mark 10.5 inches, and from the center mark 4 inches. This would be the distance between the two apex points. Extend that line from the shoulder line to the hemline, and you can see here the apex point. From there mark 1 inch down, and from the hip line mark 1 inch up towards the waistline. Now measure the distance between these 2 points and mark the midpoint. From that point mark half an inch on either sides. Now connect all the points by marking this double dart. You can see the shape like the diamond. This is the excess part which we have to remove to get the perfect fittings on the blouse. I'm making it dark to make it visible. Also give 1 cm seaming allowance towards armhole and the shoulder line. Now we'll mark the necklines of front and back. For the back 1 inch neck deep, and for the front 3 inches neck deep. For the both front and back bodies we'll cut with these layers only, but I'll show you how to separate it. Now mark 3/4 inch near the arm side and mark the curved line like this. This would be the front panel. Now start cutting on the marked lines. These are the draft panels. Now I'll lay this on the fabric and show you how to cut. Wherever we are joining, there we have to give 1/4 inch seaming allowance for the joining. And the material you would require is of 1.5 meters for the adult large size. Give 2 folds of 4 layers. You can see here, this side is folded, and on the open side I'll give the side draft panel. But firstly, let me place this on the fold and give the markings of the same, and also give 1/4 inch seaming allowance. Now I'll lay another draft and also give the markings of the same along with the seaming allowance. This is how after cutting the panels would look. The first one is on the fold and second is on 4 layers. One is for the center front and one is for... Now I'll separate the center pieces, trimming on the top. Fold the center back and lay the draft again to mark the neckline. Mark the neck width and the neck deep as shown on the draft. And trim on the marked lines accordingly. The 3 back panels would look like this. Center panel and the sides will have 2. In the same way, I'll draft for the neckline of the front panel. Fold the center panel, lay the draft pattern and mark the neck width and the neck deep as I've drawn on the draft. Mark the 0 neck as we have to join the mandarin collar. Give 1 cm seaming allowance and cut on this marked dotted lines. And in the center front, I'll be giving the slit from the center to the hemline because we have to join the hook and eye straps. So for the front, we would get 4 panels. This is how it looks. And on the center slit, we have to join hook and eye straps. Now let's start sewing all these together. Firstly, I'll join the center back with the sides. Laying it right on right, start sewing towards wrong side. I've joined only one side with the center panel. Now I'll join another side with the center back. If you want to join lining, you have to follow the same instructions. Cut the panels in the same way And when you are joining the main panels, at that time you have to join the lining with the main bodice, and so nothing new changes is required. Now I'll join the center front with the sides. After joining, the front will have 2 panels and the back will have 1. Now we'll design for the yoke. For that, mark the neck width of 3 inches and the shoulder length of 5 inches with the neck deep of 3 inches. Now I'll mark the 0 neck and also mark 7 inches down. Connect this to 5 inches shoulder line. Towards the ends, connect it with the curved line like this. Now start cutting on this interfacing. I'll be using this brown color brocade to stick that interfacing. Lay the glue side interfacing on the wrong side of this brocade and get pressed well. This is how it looks. Now I would conceal the raw edge and also giving the slit in the center. Now I'll lay these panels on the front 2 layers like this. Now I'll give the top stitch joining the neckline and the center. Now I'll join this golden lace to highlight this edging curve. On the curved turnings, we have to give the small pleats like this. Also give the stitch line on another side of the lace. And this is how the left side panel would look. Now I'll join the eye strap on this, placing it on right side. Start sewing. Double fold the strip like this and give the top stitch. give the top stitch again so that the underneath seaming allowance will be settled. And on the top, double fold it like this and give the stitch. And this is how the front left panel would look. In the same way we have to do for the right side also. Firstly join the yoke with the bodice and then join the lace on the edge of the yoke. Now join the hook strap of 1 inch, placing it on right side. Start joining in the center front. Double fold the strip and turn towards wrong side. Give the top stitch. And now we are ready with the front two panels. Had concealed the center slit by joining the hook and eye straps. And if you see this yoke pattern, both should meet at the center with the same distance. Now I'll lay the back panel on the front, placing it right on right. I'll join the shoulders. I sewed the shoulders. And this is how it looks. Now for this neckline we have to join the mandarin collar. For that we need to have the neck length. So measure the neckline from the center front. Leave that eye strap length and start from the next. Start measuring all around the neckline from front to back and back to front. And the total neck length is of 18.5 inches. Using this canvas to draft, I'll also join this lace, so I'll measure the length of this is around 1.25 inches. Mark the margin line and on that line mark half of the neck length because I have folded this canvas, which is 9/4 inch, and from the fold mark 3 inches. Towards the end mark 3/4 inch up. Connect that point to this with the curved slanting line. For here the collar length I'll be marking is 1/3/4 inches. So mark the same length all around on this line. Once we'll measure the bottom of the neckline. This should be 9/4 inches. From that point, connect to the top line of the collar. This is how the collar draft would look. Now I'll cut on these marked lines. So if I lay this lace on this collar piece, on either sides we have to get the small amount of space. I'll lay the glue side on a piece of fabric and get pressed well. Also we require the same length of another piece. Now on the front side of the collar, I'll lay this lace and start sewing on either sides of the lace. Now I'll lay another side of the collar, placing it right on right. Start joining just adjacent to this interfacing. Trim off the extras, give the slits. Turn to right side and press it well, and also the bottom side of the collar should be folded in and give the gentle press. Trim off the extras. Now I'd insert the neckline into this collar like this and start sewing. Ensure the underneath fabric is well settled. On the folds, place the neckline in the center and start sewing. This way you'll get the perfect alignment of the collar with the neckline with the clean and neat finishings. Reaching towards the end, turn to another side and also give the top stitch continuing on the top side of the collar. The mandarin collar is joined with the neckline. This is how the well assembled neckline would look. See the clean and neat finishings. You have to conceal the armholes also by joining the bias strips. Now for the final finishings, join the sides. towards the hemline, double fold it like this and start sewing, concealing the hemline. And stitch the hook and eyes on the straps sewn in the center for the front panel. With this, I am done with this designer collar full length blouse, elevating with this gold lace on the collar and the yoke. Wear this type of blouses to saris, half saris, ghagras and lehengas and long skirts for your extraordinary ravishing look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you really like this video, please like, try and share it. And do comment or share your views on this designer pattern because it really motivates me to create new patterns. Subscribe to watch more videos of latest fashions and trends. Thank you so much for watching. This is Radha signing off. Love you all. Take care. Meet you with another interesting video. See you all. Bye friends.